The thermal decomposition or dissociation of equilibrium constant of calcium carbonate is studied under different conditions. So let us understand how calcium carbonate or the limestone decomposes and what is meant by thermal dissociation. Thermal dissociation means a dissociation, a reaction which is called dissociation reaction, which occurs at a high temperature, and this calcium carbonate in the solid state is known as limestone, and at a temperature of 800 to 1000 degrees Celsius, of course not given over here, but we know it, the temperature is more than 800 degrees Celsius, we get calcium oxide in the solid state and carbon dioxide comes out as a gas. And then there are certain options given. We have to find out the correct statement or the option out of these four options. The first option is delta H, that is heat of reaction depends upon temperature. Of course, it is very correct. The heat of reaction, because it is an endothermic reaction. It is a reaction which absorbs heat, and therefore delta H depends upon the temperature. Now, therefore, we can say that option A are the correct statement given in option A is correct. Next, K is independent of the initial amount of calcium carbonate. Okay, this is also correct because calcium carbonate is in the solid state and calcium oxide, which is obtained as a product, is also in the solid state. And for equilibrium constant, when we use solids, express solid, the concentration of solid is considered as unity. It doesn't come into play in the equilibrium constant. And therefore, we definitely say that K is independent of the initial amount of calcium carbonate. चाहे भी जितना कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट लीजिए उसका कोई भी कंसेंट्रेशन हो इससे कोई मतलब नहीं. Therefore, option B is also correct. Third option, K is dependent on the pressure of carbon dioxide at given temperature. Okay, this is all right because when we write the equilibrium constant, and as I mentioned earlier, we use calcium oxide and calcium carbonate and carbon dioxide. These are the products. Now here, since one of the product and the reactant itself are in the solid state, the concentration of carbon dioxide and the pressure of the carbon dioxide at a particular temperature will affect the equilibrium constant, and therefore we say that option C is also correct. Delta H is independent of the catalyst. Of course, delta H here we don't need any catalyst. It is a thermal dissociation, and even if your catalyst is used, it will not depend upon it. Therefore, our correct options are option. Of course, it is a very good question, important question. Option A is correct. Option B is also correct, and option C, the third statement, is also correct. Only we can say that option D, the catalyst is used, is incorrect. And therefore, these are the right answers. It has been a very good question, an important question. It is a PYQ appeared in JEE examinations. Okay, thank you very much. Please do subscribe to our channel.